In 2011, Naughty Dog would announce its newest game, The Last of Us. Following this announcement, the game was widely anticipated, especially with Naughty Dog's track record when it came to single-player experiences. 2 years later, in 2013, The Last of Us was released on PS3. It received critical acclaim, with the game winning over 100 Game of the Year awards. Within 13 months of its release, it had sold over 7 million copies. A year later, in 2014, the game would be re-released on PS4 and would once again be a success, with the game selling over 8 million copies. Before the release of The Last of Us Part 2, The Last of Us had sold over 18 million copies, and in 2022, the game would be re-released on the PS5 and PC, with it once again being a success, with sales of the game increasing by 238% in recent weeks thanks to the success of HBO's The Last of Us. Over the years, The Last of Us has continued to be purchased and played by many, and is constantly in many people's top 10 games lists. Not only has the game constantly been re-released successfully, not only has it won hundreds of awards, The Last of Us to me is one of the best games of all time, and is seen by many as a masterpiece in storytelling.
What if it's true?
Do I need to remind you what is out there?
Once upon a time, I had somebody that I cared about. And in this world, that sort of shit's good for one thing. Getting you killed.
I need something smuggled out of the city.
It's just cargo, Joel.
I just want some simple gear, enough to set me on my way.
I reckon it's got something to do with that girl.
It's got everything to do with that little girl.
It can't be any worse than in here. Can it?
We're shitty people, Joel. It's been that way for a long time.
No, we are survivors.
This is our chance!
It is over, Tess!
What are you so afraid of?
You're treading on some mighty thin ice here.
What do we do?
You make every shot count.
You see, I believe everything happens for a reason.
We don't have to do this. You know that, right?
After all we've been through. Everything that I've done. It can't be for nothing.
The Last of Us starts in 2013, where we are introduced to Joel and Joel's daughter Sarah. The interaction between the two is brief, but in that brief time we can see how close the two of them are. The game doesn't allow us to relax for long, as straight after that we awake to the beginning of the end to the world as we know it. Joel, Sarah and Tommy look to escape from the horror that is taking over the world. The prologue is fantastically told, and the atmosphere that is immediately set helps us to understand exactly what this game will be.
Let's see what they need.
Who do you think you're doing? Keep driving.
I got a kid, Joel.
So do we.
But we have room.
Keep driving, Tommy. You ain't seen what I've seen. Someone else will come along.
You should have helped him.
As we reach the end of this chapter, we watch in horror as Joel and Sarah are shot at by a soldier. Just as we think all is okay thanks to Tommy, we see some of the best acting I have seen in a video game.
Sarah. Move your hands, baby. I know, baby, I know. God. Listen to me, I know this hurts, baby. You're gonna be okay, baby. Stay with me. All right, I'm gonna pick you up. I know, baby, I know it hurts. Come on, baby, please. I know, baby, I know. Sarah. baby. Don't do this to me, baby. Don't do this to me, baby. Come on. No. No. No, no, no. Please. 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 Please don't. Please.
The emotion that we get from this scene alone is stunning and shows just how well written The Last of Us is. In this prologue, we get to understand exactly what this game is all about. It's all about love and loss and what it means to be human. It is still one of the greatest openings to a game, helping us to understand the trauma Joel has experienced and perhaps helping us to understand why he is the way he is, and more importantly, why he does the things he does throughout the rest of the game. We then cut to an opening sequence that gives us an idea of what happened between the prologue and where we will pick up from for the rest of the game. The opening credits are chilling and really help set the mood.
The number of confirmed deaths has passed 200. The governor has called a state of emergency.
There are hundreds and hundreds of bodies lining the streets.
Panic spread worldwide after a leaked report from the World Health Organization showed that the latest vaccination tests have failed.
With the bureaucrats out of power, we can finally take the necessary steps.
Los Angeles is now the latest city to be placed under martial law. All residents are required to report to their designated quarantine. Riots have continued for a third consecutive day, and winter rations are at an all-time low.
A group calling themselves the Fireflies have claimed responsibility for both attacks.
Their public charter calls for the return of all branches of government.
Demonstrations broke out following the execution of 6 more alleged Fireflies.
You can still rise with us. Remember, when you're lost in the darkness, look for the light. Believe in the Fireflies.
The game picks up 20 years later, where we see Joel is living in a quarantine zone in Boston. He is now a smuggler with his partner Tess. He feels cold and distant when compared to the Joel we saw glimpses of in the prologue. Joel and Tess have had weapons stolen from them and sold on to the Fireflies. The violence that we witness in this part of the game shows us perfectly how far humanity has gone, and just how far gone Joel has become.
Look, they're basically all dead. We can just go in there, finish them off. We get the guns. What do you say? Come on. Yeah, fuck those Fireflies. Let's go get them.
That is a stupid idea.
Well, now what?
In order to get their weapons back, Joel and Tess are hired to smuggle Ellie out of the city. We see how Joel has changed. He is no longer that man who begs the soldier for help. This is the first sign of Joel having to re-deal with the emotional trauma he suffered after losing Sarah. It is foretelling of what Joel is willing to do for Ellie and the violent nature he is willing to take in order to keep her safe. It is also at this point that Tess and Joel learn that Ellie is infected.
I can explain.
You better explain fast.
Look at this.
I don't care how you got infected.
It's 3 weeks old.
No, everyone turns within 2 days, so you stop bullshitting.
It's 3 weeks. I swear. Why would she set you up?
We get our first run-in with the infected not long after this. The introduction we have to the infected is terrifying and really helps us to see how dangerous just a handful of these can be. After battling their way through, they finally reach their destination, only to find that all of the Fireflies are dead. We also get to witness another great example of brilliant acting and storytelling.
What are we doing here? This is not us.
What do you know about us? About me?
I know that you are smarter than this.
Really? Guess what? We're shitty people, Joel. It's been that way for a long time.
No, we are survivors.
This is our chance.
It is over, Tess! Now, we tried. Let's just go home.
I'm not going anywhere. This is my last stop.
What?
Our luck had to run out sooner or later.
You going on?
No, don't! Don't touch me.
Holy shit. She's infected.
Joel,
Let me see it.
I didn't mean for this.
Show it to me. Oh, Christ.
Knowing that there is no way back, Tess decides to sacrifice herself so Ellie and Joel can escape the Fedra soldiers that are approaching the building.
There is no way that...
I will not turn into one of those things. Come on. Make this easy for me.
I can find it.
No, no, just go! Just fucking go.
Ellie,
I'm sorry, I didn't mean for this.
get a move on.
The two then make their way to Bill's, which is a section of the game I really love. The back and forth between the characters in this section is great, and once again shows just how well written this game is.
You done? Am I done? You come into my house, you set off all my traps, you damn near break my shooting arm. Who the fuck is this punk and what's she doing here?
I am none of your goddamn business, and we're here because you owe Joel some favors. And you can start by taking these off.
I owe Joel some favors. Is some kind of joke?
I'll cut to the chase. I need a car.
Well, it is a joke. Joel needs a car. Well, if I had one that works, which I sure as hell don't, what makes you think I'd just give it to you? Huh? Yeah, sure, Joel, go ahead. Take my car. Take all my food, too, while you're at it.
By the looks of it, you could lose some of that food.
You listen to me, you little shit.
No, fuck you! You handcuffed me!
I need you to shut up.
Joel asks Bill to help them find a car. After some thought, Bill agrees.
Whole goddamn town's booby trapped. Best stay right on my ass.
Can't miss it.
Knock it off.
After some heart-stopping moments throughout this section, in which we discover the engine we are after isn't even in the vehicle we had picked, we are introduced to bloaters for the first time.
Oh, that don't sound good.
After a difficult fight, we finally escape and find the engine we have been looking for. It is also at this point that we once again come across the themes of love and loss, as they discover the body of Bill's partner Frank.
What the hell is plan B?
You ought to be thankful you're still drawing breath. That was plan A, B, C, all the way to fucking Z. And furthermore, tell Tess that she could take this job.
Don't you bring Tess into this.
Shove it right up her
nothing to do with... Jesus. What, you know this guy or something?
Frank.
Who the hell's Frank?
He was my partner. He's the only idiot that would wear a shirt like that. He's got bites. Here. And
I reckon he didn't want to turn, so he...
yeah, I guess not. Well, fuck him.
Bill is an important character in the game, as it helps Joel to witness his own emotionally closed-off attitude reflected back at him, showing Joel what he has become.
Look, Bill, about your buddy back there, that's a tough deal.
We square.
We're square.
And get the fuck out of my town.
Bill helps him to realise that he does not want to be like this, and it is because of this that we start to see Joel and Ellie's relationship grow. Now that Joel and Ellie have a car, they begin to make their way to Tommy's. It is on their way that they are ambushed, and we witness the violence of this new world, and once again foreshadows the violent nature Joel has. Not long after this, Joel and Ellie meet brothers Henry and Sam, who they team up with in order to get out of the city. It is through these sequences that we see the depressing reality of human existence. We see the way humans treat one another.
Fucking hunters. See, this could have been us.
We see the hope that some had of rebuilding society, only for it to crumble apart. And we see that despite the little victories one might have in this world, the reality of it all soon catches up with them.
Wow.
All right, ready?
Ow!
A blueberry hurt you?
It's been a while since that boy even cracked a smile.
This is shown perfectly with the tragic end of Henry and Sam's story. The saddest part about this is that Sam doesn't tell anyone. He doesn't say goodbye to anyone. He chooses not to spend his last moments with everyone else. He even throws away the toy that Ellie had got for him. It is heartbreaking to watch.
Those things out there. What if the people are still inside? What if they're trapped in there without any control of their body? I'm scared of that happening to me.
Okay. First of all, we're a team now. Okay, we're gonna help each other out. And second, they might still look like people, but that person is not in there anymore.
Henry says that they've moved on, that they're with their families, like in heaven. Do you think that's true?
I go back and forth. I mean, I'd like to believe it.
But you don't.
I guess not.
Yeah. Me neither.
Oh. All the serious talk. I almost forgot. There. If he doesn't know about it, he can't take it away. All right. I'm pooped. I'll see you tomorrow.
One of the things that I took away from this game is how love and violence seem to be interconnected throughout the game. I believe that during this period we witness some of the most depressing parts of the game. We witness a lot of loss and we see no hope in return. The bleak reality of what is left of the human race is a common theme throughout this chapter. An important moment in this game arises when Ellie kills a man to save Joel. It shows us what Ellie is also willing to do to protect Joel. Throughout this period we witness horrors and atrocities committed by people that show us just how far gone humanity is. It made me question whether the cure was even worth finding, because humanity was already too far gone. The fact that we are able to take so much away from this game is a testament once again to how well written The Last of Us is.
Sam?
Oh no.
Sam?
Henry? Henry, stay there. Henry?
What have you done?
I'm gonna get that gun from you, okay? Oh, okay, easy.
This is your fault.
This is nobody's fault, Henry.
It's all your fault.
Henry! Henry, no!
Oh my god.
We then reach the next part of the game that takes place in the autumn period. Joel and Ellie reach the dam where Joel is reunited with his brother Tommy. It is during this time that the dam is attacked by raiders. Joel tells Tommy that he cannot protect Ellie and so pleads with Tommy to take Ellie to the Fireflies for him.
Now, I'm not asking for much, Tommy. I just want some simple gear. enough to set me on my way.
What makes you think I'd do this for you?
This isn't for me, Tommy. This is for your damn cause.
My cause is my family now. You ain't talking about some walk in the park here.
Jesus, boy. Have Maria get some of your born-again friends to do it.
They got families too.
Tommy, I need this.
Joel is scared of losing Ellie in the same way that he lost Sarah. We once again see the emotional trauma Joel has gone through, and we witness how much it is hurting him to confront what he thought he had learned to leave behind. Ellie hears of this plan and runs away. Joel and Tommy go after her, and after fighting their way through some raiders, they finally reach Ellie. The scene here is amazing. The acting is superb, and you can't help but be mesmerised by their conversation.
Tommy knows this area
better
than... Well, I'm sorry. I trust him better than I trust myself.
Stop with the bullshit. What are you so afraid of? That I'm gonna end up like Sam? I can't get infected. I can take care of myself.
How many close calls have we had?
Well, we seem to be doing all right so far.
And now you'll be doing even better with Tommy.
Not her, you know.
What?
Maria told me about Sarah.
Ellie?
And...
You are treading on some mighty thin ice here.
I'm sorry about your daughter, Joel. But I have lost people too.
You have no idea what loss is.
Everyone I have cared for has either died or left me. Everyone fucking except for you. So don't tell me that I would be safer with someone else, because the truth is I would just be more scared.
You're right. You're not my daughter. And I sure as hell ain't your dad.
Ellie helps Joel realise that he doesn't want to leave her behind, and so they continue together to the university where Tommy believes the Fireflies are. However, when arriving, there is no sign of the Fireflies. After searching the university, they discover that the Fireflies have moved to Salt Lake City. It is at this point that Joel and Ellie are attacked by raiders. During the fight, Joel is severely wounded. Ellie helps an injured Joel onto the horse, and they escape from the attackers. However, not long after, Joel collapses, and we are left unsure at whether or not Joel is alive or dead.
Get up, get up, get up. You gotta tell me what to do. Come on. You gotta get up. Joel?
The winter period is one of the bleakest parts of The Last of Us, as we take control of Ellie, who is doing her best to look after Joel after the attack at the university. The winter period starts with Ellie hunting for food. Not long into this hunt, we run into two scavengers, David and James.
We just want to talk.
Any sudden moves and I put one right between your eyes. Ditto for Buddy Boy over there. What do you want?
Name's David. This here's my friend James.
Ellie asks for medicine in exchange for food, and while James goes off to retrieve it, David and Ellie are attacked. The two work together to survive the infected horde. It is in the aftermath of this attack that we learn more about David and his group. The game designed David to appear friendly. The infected attack helped build trust towards David, and the reveal is still a chilling moment.
Make a pretty good team.
We got lucky.
Lucky? No. No such thing as luck. Now, you see, I believe that everything happens for a reason.
Sure.
I do. And I can prove it to you. Now, this winter, that's been especially cruel. A few weeks back, I sent a group of men out to a nearby town to look for food. Only a few came back. They said that the others had been slaughtered by a crazy man. And get this, he's a crazy man traveling with a little girl. You see, everything happens for a reason.
David hands Ellie the medicine and lets her go, with the intention of tracking her to figure out where the two are. Ellie, realising this, tries to lead them away, but is eventually captured. We learn that David and his group have turned to cannibalism due to the lack of food, but there is more to be creeped out about when it comes to David.
You have heart. You're loyal. And you're special.
Oh.
Nolan North does a great job, with David's sinister side appearing the more we converse with him.
What?
Tell him that Ellie is the little girl that broke your fucking finger!
How did you put it? Huh? Tiny pieces. See you in the morning, Ellie.
It is at this exact time that Joel awakens after weeks of fighting to recover from his wounds. He realises Ellie is missing, and after attacking some of David's men, we once again witness the brutal side of Joel. This once again shows the lengths Joel is willing to go to protect Ellie.
What the? You wait here. Now, the girl. Is she alive?
What girl? I don't know no girl.
Fuck! Focus right here, right here. I'll pop your goddamn knee off. The girl.
She's alive. She's David's newest pet.
Where?
In the town. In the town.
Now you're gonna mark it on the map. And it better be the same exact spot your buddy points to. Mark it.
It's right there. You can verify it. Go ask him. Go on. I tell you, I ain't lying. I ain't.
Fuck you, man. He told you what you wanted. I ain't telling you shit.
That's all right. I believe him.
No, wait!
The violence is so brutal, and we witness this a number of times throughout the game. The lack of human emotion when killing people is chilling to see. After Joel violently tortures the two men, he learns where Ellie is being kept. However, by the time he arrives, Ellie had already escaped and was fighting for her life against David. For me, this was a hard scene to watch. It is violent and horrific to see what this world has done to a child. This is the scene that sticks with me the most when I think about The Last of Us. It feels like the loss of innocence, and Ellie doesn't seem the same after this.
You think you know me? Huh? Well, let me tell you something. You have no idea what I'm capable of. Stop! Stop!
Fucking touch me!
It's me! It's me! It's me! Look! Look! It's me.
He tried to...
Oh, baby girl. It's okay. It's okay.
Joel.
It's okay.
We then reach the spring section of the game, which at first is very calm, especially when compared to what we have seen in previous parts of The Last of Us. For a while, Ellie is very quiet.
Everything all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You just kind of seem extra quiet today.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's not. It's fine.
Joel and Ellie throughout the game seem to have switched personalities. As the game goes on, Joel learns to open up, learning to enjoy life again. Ellie, on the other hand, becomes more distant.
Ellie? Ellie?
What?
The ladder.
The draft scene, however, changes this for me. Ellie runs off from Joel, and we learn that this is because she has spotted a giraffe. This is such a mesmerising scene, as after all the bleak, depressing situations the two have been through, there is finally some hope.
Don't scare it.
I won't.
What are you doing?
It's all right. Come here. Hey, hurry up. Come on.
Hey there. So fucking cool. Oh, where's it off to? Here, come on, let's go.
Slow down, kiddo.
Come on. Oh, man.
We see that life is still continuing to go on. We see that life isn't ending. This is the other scene that really stands out to me.
You know that, right?
What's the other option?
Go back to Tommy's. Just be done with this whole damn thing.
After all we've been through. Everything that I've done. It can't be for nothing.
However, not long after this, we return to the stressful world of The Last of Us, as Ellie almost drowns. As Joel tries to save Ellie, they are attacked by fireflies. Joel awakens in a hospital and learns from Marlene that Ellie is being prepared for surgery. Marlene then informs Joel that Ellie will be killed during the surgery.
Once they remove it, they'll be able to reverse engineer a vaccine. A vaccine.
But it grows all over the brain.
It does.
Find someone else.
There is no one else.
Listen, you were gonna show me where.
After a short interaction, Joel is marched out of the hospital.
He tries anything, shoot him. Don't waste this gift, Joel.
However, unwilling to let Ellie go, Joel fights his way through the fireflies.
Give me an excuse. Which way? What the fuck you doing? Keep walking. I said keep walking. Where's the operating room? I ain't got time for this. Where? Where? Top floor, the far end.
He then kills the head surgeon and takes Ellie away from the hospital.
Oh, shit.
He's carrying your tortillas. Get up here now.
Shit.
Down here.
I'm getting you out of here, girl. I got you.
Cover the exit.
I got you. Come on. Tell me which way.
Got nowhere to go.
I said get back! On fire! Hey, stop!
On the way out, Joel is confronted by Marlene, who he decides to kill, showing no remorse at all. Ellie eventually wakes up and Joel lies to her about what happened.
We found the fireflies. Turns out there's a whole lot more like you, Ellie. People that are immune. There's dozens, actually. Ain't done them a damn bit of good, neither. They've stopped looking for a cure. I'm taking us home. I'm sorry.
People are divided on whether Joel did the right thing. Some believe he acted selfishly. Some believe it was the right thing to do. I personally had lost hope that a vaccine would make any real difference. The world to me was long gone. Life had moved on without humans. The only people left were those willing to kill to survive.
Wait! Let me go. Please.
You just come after her.
We finally reach the epilogue of the game. The two have reached the outskirts of Tommy's settlement. They begin hiking, and it is during this final scene that Joel opens up about his daughter.
Sarah and I used to take hikes like this. I think the two of you would have been good friends. I think you really would have liked her. I know she'd have liked you.
I bet I would have.
Ellie is experiencing survivor's guilt and is unsure whether Joel is telling the truth. The ending was perfect for me, and in all honesty, I had no real need for a sequel. Part of me loved the fact that the rest of the story was left up to you. Ellie opens up to Joel too, and makes him promise her that everything he said was the truth.
You're right now.
Swear to me. Swear to me that everything that you said about the Fireflies is true.
I swear.
Okay.
The Last of Us is truly one of the greatest games ever made. I thought every aspect of the game was perfect. The combat was satisfying and the stealth felt tense. Due to all the violence, I really took in all of the moments between Joel and Ellie. All the performances were exceptional. I felt something for each character, and I can't think of many games that have been able to do that to me. The pacing was excellent, to the point where I could play the game endlessly and still feel the same emotions I felt the first time I played through it. Society had collapsed a long time ago, and throughout the game we get to see how a once broken man learns to love again. We see just how far a person is willing to go to protect those they love. The game truly is a masterpiece in writing. The ending of the game doesn't see humanity being saved. It doesn't feel like a typical video game ending. I could go on about this game forever, but I think the game itself can really help bring this video to an end. Thank you so much for watching.
We fight.
Fight for what? We're gonna turn into one of those things.
There are a million ways we should have died before today. And a million ways we can die before tomorrow. But we fight for every second we get to spend with each other. Whether it's 2 minutes or 2 days, we don't give that up.
I struggled for a long time with surviving. And no matter what, you keep finding something to fight for.